I can do. What's going on, everybody? Back to the grind. Today we're going to be talking about Paddy Pimblett, aka Stewie from Mad TV. I know some of you guys have to remember that. Look what I can do, mom. Look what I can do. Paddy Pimblett, my dog, man. I don't even know much about Paddy Pimblett. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I really don't know everything about Paddy Pimblett except for he's viral. He used to fight in Cage Warriors when he first got on my radar. Um, but way back when he was over there, it was always a strength of schedule thing for me. I never really I seen the look that Paddy had, but he's always looked like Stewie from Mad TV to me. I never really considered him to be um, a serious UFC pay per view star because I was always curious if he translates to the big show, if he makes it to the UFC, will he be able to compete with the best fighters in the world? Because that's what the UFC had for the longest. Now we're starting to see that's not the case anymore. There's a lot of the UFC has been turning their roster over the last 4 years. A lot of the fighters with 10 plus UFC fights that have been fighting the killers, a lot of them are getting let go, and you're seeing a lot of new people signed. Whether it's from the Contender Series, like the UFC is just replacing a lot of their older, the people we know and love, the people that have been in the UFC. There's so much talent nowadays that the UFC has a lot less household names than they've ever had. People that have just been in the UFC fighting the best of the best. Now you'll see guys coming over with 3-1 records ending up in title fights. You'll see guys coming from their strength of schedule was just terrible. You're seeing people being signed because they got Instagram fame. Like, their strength of schedule, their opponents, none of that matters. As long as they're undefeated and they got some followers, man, the UFC is signing a lot of these guys. Or come through the Contender Series. All you got to do is get a finish in this amateur fight or this professional fight on the Contender Series against a guy that's also not signed yet. If you can finish one of these not signed guys, you're in the UFC. So there's just so many fucking new fighters in the UFC, and they're cutting the fighters they pay more. So some of these fighters, your everyday working man, pull up your bootstraps, just hard, tough fighters that everybody knows and like for example, look at these guys like Mike Perry. There's so many. Oh man, I could go like Mike Perry's just one that comes to my head. Like for the UFC, for there to be guys even like not even Mike Perry, but there's a lot of them that have went to the LFA fighting for the $1 million. But there are a lot of names like Mike Perry that the UFC a long time ago wouldn't have let go. They wouldn't have let him go till they were like 39 years old, and then Bellator would have signed him. But now these people are seeing these other opportunities and fighting out their contracts. Other people, there's more money in MMA. The UFC can't control these people. They don't have a monopoly on the game like they used to. So now, guys like Paddy Pimblett can come and make it to the fuck around and be a big star. Guys like Alex Pereira can come in, fight for the title in two fights. But we're here to talk about Paddy Pimblett. Dana White saying that Paddy Pimblett has Conor McGregor vibes, and he's definitely eyeing getting Paddy on a pay-per-view. He's trying to get that money out of Paddy while he still can. Paddy's about to be putting some new 26s on Dana's caddy, if you know what I'm talking about. Paddy has massive fan support in the UK because it's not Brazil, like where Amanda Nunes doesn't have that love and support, because Brazil is a lot more of a poverty-stricken country where you got the crab in a bucket mentality. People don't want to support Amanda Nunes because she's a crab making it out the bucket. Well, in the UK, they clearly got a lot more motherfucking money than Brazil because they support their stars because successful people they want to see you succeed. It's only miserable people that want to pull you down. So when you got people like Conor McGregor who actually get that fan support, or Paddy Pimblett that get that fan support, that's very valuable. Very valuable. Because not only do they support them by tuning in, they support them by coming to their shows. They support them by coming to buy merch from the UFC store. They support their fighters financially. And the UFC is a business. So if you have people that are supported financially by their fans, you're going to promote the fuck out of them. It's a business. So if you got more people than ever buying Paddy Pimblett jerseys, they're gonna put that Stewie looking motherfucker on a pay-per-view. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Man, I'm pulling that up. If y'all ain't seen if y'all ain't seen this shit, man, y'all gotta know who it is. Paddy Pimblett and Stewie. Paddy Pimblett, Stewie, Mad TV. I need to see a side by side. Somebody had to have did this shit. No, that's not. Look, this is Stewie. If you don't know, from Mad TV, oh, he was fucking hilarious. Look what I can do. Here we go. Oh no, I gotta open this up for y'all so y'all can see it. Look at this. Perfect. Perfect. Look what I can do. They look the exact same, yo. Fucking twins. But yeah, man, Dana White's looking at Paddy Pimblett and he is seeing dollar signs. He said he's gonna try and get him on a pay-per-view. And he's about to fast track Paddy Pimblett, because Paddy Pimblett, unlike Sean O'Malley, who had to build who went the indie route, Paddy Pimblett, they're both marketable, but here's the difference. I guarantee you, Paddy Pimblett is a lot more of a company man. He's a lot more controllable. They can tie him. He's not near as much of a self-starter as Sugar Sean O'Malley. Now, this is an assumption. I don't know Paddy Pimblett, but when it comes to Sugar Sean O'Malley, it's going to be hard to find anybody that's doing what he's doing. When it comes to promoting, marketing, doing everything by him fucking self. Not everything by himself, but a lot of the shit without a management team like Ali or somebody telling him every move to make. Do this, do like these motherfuckers that can't think for themselves, so they have to have someone do it for them, which no shame in their game, but that's just not Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's got the brains and the fighting skills to be able to market himself and be in the right place at the right time, and the discipline to make it all mesh. Everybody can't do what Sean O'Malley's doing. So if you need more help from the UFC and you're going to play their ball game and get one of their managers that they got a great relationship with and getting a long-ass contract, they're about to promote the fuck out of you. And they're going to start getting, he's going to get the good fights, the good matchups, going to put on the pay-per-view early in his career. Because he's already got that fan support on top of he's got the marketability and the fan support already on top of, I don't know who his manager is, but just the way that the UFC is handling his career, they've got a very good relationship, you can tell. Because if they didn't, he wouldn't get these opportunities. And so, with that being said, he gets a lot of fan support in the UK. Him and Molly Meatball McCann, they're both like brothers and sisters. Not like my sister that I... But they're like the new UK... I'm just playing, y'all. That's crazy. But, they're like the new UK Wonder Twins. Dana White says when you put them together, the crowd goes crazy, the arena goes crazy, the Instagram goes crazy. They use Instagram activity and engagement. What's that shit called? Where people are commenting, engagement. They use Instagram engagement to see how big of fans these are, which is bullshit. If I'm gonna be honest, Dana White said some shit like, "Oh man, Paddy Pimblett got 1.7 million views on my Instagram. The main event guy only got like 300,000 or something." It's like, nigga, I know personally when I don't got an Instagram, but way back in the day when I made one for the YouTube channel, there was some bot shit going on back then. Like, all you got to do is sign into this thing every day and you can get like 30 free likes and you could build up credit on this little app and get free Instagram likes that you didn't earn. Like, you can be like, oh, get this Instagram 100 likes. Like, if you go look at my full-time MMA Instagram, some of them will have like 100 likes and some of them will have 0. That's because there was some fucking app where I could just click this post, 100 likes. And if you had enough of that app currency, not even real money, just if you've been on the app long enough or you logged in enough, they would somehow get your shit 100 likes. So I know there's all type of bots and type shit to fake promote these dudes. So literally that could be going on. That's kind of hard to use as a gauge, but hey, it's still something. 1.7 million is a big number, and they got the real numbers, the box office numbers. They get to see who's buying the merch. They get to see them fan tickets, them arena sales, them pay-per-view sales. So even if it's not some Instagram fuckery, they see money when they see these kids. When they see the reaction that these kids get. Paddy Pimblett and Molly McCann. Dana White, look at that smile on his face. Just ready to get another mansion. Ready to buy his 17th mansion on his 13th island and shit. Rich. Rich as they come. You know what I'm saying? Ready to extend, to make the Performance Institute in Ethiopia. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. Paddy Pimblett, big star in the making. Dana White seeing dollar signs. And with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think about Paddy Pimblett in the comments. I'm out.